Friends, the basic step in spirituality is what you think that you say, what you say that you do. If this is called Trikarana Suddhi, if you do not practice this and you practice meditation, you practice japam, you practice bhajans, you practice a lot of other things, religious things and spiritual things. Even if you read Vedantic texts, Advaita, etc., nothing simply matters. This is the fundamental thing. What you think that you say, what you say that you do, and ultimately you need to keep this Trikarana Shuddhi up. These are basics and fundamentals. Whatever else you do will not hold water if you are not doing this basic thing. Okay? So you may say that I may think something, but I will not be able to say that. For this, you have various excuses. This excuse could be very innocent also. For example, I know some people who say that they are shy, so they don't express what they think. And some people say that they don't follow through in action what they said. It is because they don't want to disappoint the other person, so they said something and they don't want to water down the enthusiasm of the person who is next to them. That is why they said yes, but really they did not mean no. So they are not actually following through with the action. So they knew that they would not do this, but only to keep up the enthusiasm of the next person, they said yes, not acceptable. If you want to be spiritual person, you cannot have all these excuses, as you cannot hide behind all these excuses. And also one other thing is you have to say what you think. It is not optional. If you think about somebody that person is doing something wrong, you need to be able to talk to that person. You can choose how you do it, but you will do it. Okay. When you will do it, how you will do it, you have to do it. If you have some opinion, bad opinion on the other person, the person in front of you, and you still talk to that person, conveying to him or her that you have good opinion on that person, you are not going to be spiritual in your life. Whatever you do, whatever else you do, that all that spiritual practice, whatever so-called spiritual practice, will lead to your ego ultimately, building your ego and maintaining ego. Other than that, there is not much benefit in there is no genuine benefit, so it is all going to be waste. The ultimate test for and the result for whether you have grown spiritually or not is whether you have any agitation in you or not, whether you have any pent-up emotions or not. If you have pent-up things inside you and you are not expressing to the other person, you are misleading that person into believing that person is, you have a good opinion on that person or you have a bad opinion on that person, whatever the case may be. You need to be like a glass almirah. Like Sri Ramakrishna used to say, I can see through people like I can see through a glass almirah what is inside. I can see everything. So if God can see everything, why don't you show it voluntarily? That is the whole point. And you should be able to show yourself to everybody, anybody, anytime, at any place. Okay? It should only depend on that person's capability, whether to receive what you have to say or not. But it is never your readiness that is lacking and your willingness that should be lacking in revealing who you are. Your life should be open book. Whether it is open book or not, like I'm not asking you to call everybody on the street and then tell your story, etc. They don't bother about who you are, what you do, etc. But the whole point is, given a chance, especially if somebody questions you on something, you must be able to give the answer. As a teacher, for example, I feel very, very compelled. It is basic for me to answer every question that I come across in people's mind. That is also one of the main reasons that I am doing these videos. It's not that whether I will get hundreds of views or thousands, etc. I do not mind. But when there is a question in this world, there must be an answer to it, and I should be able to give that answer to people who have sincerely asked that question themselves or someone. So I should be ready with answers. This is part of being a teacher. So my teacherhood is given directly by my guru, my spiritual guru. I do not care whether people accept me as a teacher or not. I look at myself as a parent and a teacher to this world. So teaching is not, some superior thing or anything like that, but it is a help and a form of worship. That's all. So coming again, if you are not keeping up your Trikarana Shuddhi, which means what you think, that you say and that you do, there should not be any discrepancy between these three. Only then any other spiritual practices that you do will hold water. Otherwise, not of much use. Thank you.